Hi there, and welcome to Whispers Before Sleep, your quiet corner of the cosmos where curiosity meets calm. Before we begin, let me ask you something. Where are you listening from tonight? Are you somewhere in a quiet village where the stars feel close enough to touch? Or in a city that never sleeps, where time feels like it's always slipping away? Is it morning where you are, or the middle of the night? Maybe you're wrapped in a warm blanket, phone by your side, eyes getting heavy, or maybe you're just trying to slow your thoughts down, trying to drift. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, isn't it strange how you and I are sharing this moment together right now, even though we're in different corners of the world? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What is time, really? Is it just numbers on a clock? Is it a flowing river? Or is it something stranger? Something we all feel but never truly understand. Tonight, let's float gently through the mystery of time, not to solve it, just to be with it, to slow it down, to rest in it. And if sleep comes as we wander together, let it come, because time can wait. Long before clocks ticked and calendars turned, before seconds raced past and alarms startled us awake, there was only the sky. A vast canvas of light and darkness, where the sun rose and fell with quiet rhythm, and the moon traced gentle arcs across velvet nights. There were no numbers, no deadlines, only the warmth of sunlight, the cool hush of dusk, and the soft lull of seasons passing. Close your eyes now, and imagine. Imagine a time, before the invention of the idea itself. You are standing barefoot on the earth, somewhere in the cradle of early human life. Around you, the world is quiet, alive, and simple. The wind rustles the leaves above, and in the distance, birds greet the day with sleepy chirps. The sky is beginning to blush with the first light of dawn, and your body, without a clock, feels its way into the new day. You stretch, not because the hour demands it, but because it feels right. This was once our world, a place where time was felt, not measured, where the rhythm of life was woven into the stars above and the cycles of the earth below. People didn't ask, "What time is it?" They looked to the sky and simply knew. The sun was their guide. Rising in the east, setting in the west, its slow, predictable journey marked the rhythm of waking, working, eating, and resting. No 2 days were exactly alike, but the sun always returned. That was enough. When the sun disappeared, the moon took its place. In her phases, she whispered secrets of a different kind of time. A longer arc, a slower turning. The full moon brought brightness to night, while the new moon vanished, inviting silence and pause. People planted by her waxing light and harvested with her waning glow, they watched her shift and learned to wait. Patience was part of life then. The stars, too, told stories. The slow wheel of constellations across the year marked the changing seasons. A particular star rising on the horizon could tell a traveler when it was time to return home, or when winter was coming. There was no ticking, no counting, just noticing, observing, trusting. Time in those days was not something outside of us, it was within us, felt in the heartbeat, known in the breath. The world was a clock, and we were part of its turning. But something changed. As human societies grew, so did the need for order, structure. Farming required planning. Trade required schedules. Temples needed rituals to happen at the right moments. Slowly, we began to carve time into pieces. We noticed that the day could be divided: morning, afternoon, evening, night. Then someone thought to mark those with shadows, sundials, and from there, the ticking began. Can you hear it? First, it was useful. It helped organize communities, it helped keep track of the stars, it helped tell stories across generations. But over time, something was lost. The feeling of time gave way to the measurement of it, and as we got better at measuring, we became worse at simply being. In this modern world, we are ruled by the ticking. Our phones, our watches, our deadlines, they all whisper of time running out. We check the time not to know when to live, but how much is left. But let's return to that earlier feeling, just for a moment. Imagine again the quiet forest. The breeze is soft now. A gentle hush falls over the land as dusk returns. There's no rush, no notification buzzing. Just you, the wind, and the rustling of trees swaying like sleepy giants. You lie down on a patch of soft earth, staring up at the stars as they begin to pierce the velvet sky. You don't know what time it is, but you feel it. You feel the now. And that truly is the only time that has ever existed. The illusion of time, the ticking, the calendars, the clocks, was something we made. A useful illusion, yes, but an illusion still. Beneath all of it, the earth keeps spinning. The moon keeps pulling the tides. The stars keep glowing with secrets older than any number we've ever written down. You too are a part of that rhythm. Not apart from time, but of it. Not outside the flow, but deeply within it. The ticking clock is not your master. The sky is. So tonight, as you prepare to drift into sleep, let that ticking fade. Let the numbers dissolve. Let the pressure of minutes and hours melt into the soft hum of eternity. Because in this moment, there is no late, no early, only now. And now is timeless. Time, we often think we understand it. 1 second follows the next, 1 minute becomes an hour, days stretch into years, and on it goes, predictably, rigid, reliable, like a train we're all riding, never able to stop or step off. But what if that train could bend? What if, while you lie still in your bed, somewhere out there, time itself is curling, stretching, slowing down, or even standing still? We're drifting now, ever so softly, from the earthbound days of sundials and moonlit calendars into a realm where the sky doesn't just tell time, it alters it. And at the center of this quiet mystery stands a man named Albert Einstein. Not loud, not forceful, but curious, deeply, profoundly curious. And one day, with that gentle mind, he whispered something to the world. Time is not what it seems. Imagine this. You're floating above Earth, just outside the pull of gravity. You're calm, weightless, like a feather suspended in space. Below you, the planet turns slowly. Cities blink with soft lights. Oceans shimmer with moonlight. You check your watch, it ticks. 1 second, 2, 3. Now look back toward Earth. Down there, time is also ticking. But something strange is happening. If you could peek into the life of someone walking on the surface, you'd see their seconds moving just a tiny bit faster than yours. Not much, just the faintest stretch, but real. Einstein said that time doesn't tick at the same rate for everyone, everywhere. It bends, it slows, it speeds up, it dances with gravity and light like a dream you can't quite hold. Let's go deeper. Let's drift further into this. Picture two twins. One stays on Earth. The other boards a spaceship and soars into space, far beyond the stars, traveling near the speed of light. Years pass, and when the spacefaring twin finally returns, something astonishing happens. He's still young, barely changed, but his brother on Earth has aged. Wrinkles mark his face. His hair is touched with time. Einstein predicted this. He called it time dilation, because at the edge of light speed, time begins to slow down. It's not a trick of the mind. It's not science fiction. It's real, proven, tested, measured. And it means that time, our most trusted companion, is not as solid as we once believed. Even gravity, gentle, invisible gravity, can tug at time's flow. The stronger the gravity, the slower time moves. Near a massive planet or a black hole, time can crawl, or even, in theory, stop entirely. Yes, stop. Let that idea settle into your chest for a moment. Right now, somewhere in the cosmos, near the edge of a black hole's event horizon, there may be a place where time is so distorted that, to an outside observer, it freezes. A single second there might stretch for eternity. Can you feel it? The stillness, the quiet, the strange, eternal hush of a moment that never passes. This is the universe as Einstein saw it. Not a flat, predictable grid, but a living fabric, a soft, flowing field of space and time woven together into something he called space-time. Imagine that fabric like a giant blanket. Now place something heavy on it. A star, a planet, a black hole. The fabric bends. Time bends with it. And so do we. We are not separate from this cosmic fabric. We exist within it. Our lives, our memories, our dreams, all stitched into this gentle quilt of the cosmos. It makes you wonder, if time can slow, if time can stretch, if time can stop, what even is a moment? Is it something we pass through, or is it something? But inside, you begin to feel it differently. The ticking has softened. The seconds feel stretched, like they're floating in warm water. You aren't chasing time anymore. You're floating with it, letting it guide you, gently. Einstein once said, "The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion." And maybe he was right. Maybe the past still echoes through us. Maybe the future is already whispering. Maybe now is not a single point, but a wave, a soft, endless ripple across a lake of stars. Let that idea cradle you, gently, tenderly. Time is not your enemy. It is not rushing away from you. It's all around you, soft, flowing, embracing. And even when it feels like life is moving too fast, or moments are slipping through your fingers, remember, out there, in the quiet vastness of space, time flows differently. And within you, it slows, it breathes, it waits. Because you are not separate from the universe. You are part of its rhythm. You are part of its song. A song with no need for ticking clocks. Just breath. Just stillness. Just being. Imagine this. You are no longer lying on Earth beneath your blanket of stars. You are the star. Floating somewhere near the edge of a spiral galaxy, light years from anywhere humans have ever gone. And here, in this still, glowing cradle of the cosmos, time is not in a hurry. There are no schedules here, no alarms, no deadlines. Only the slow rhythm of creation and the even slower breath of eternity. Galaxies do not rush, they unfold. Let that settle in your chest for a moment. Let it slow your own breath. Because in this universe of quiet, ancient light, everything moves on a different clock. One not made of numbers, but of eons. Stars are born in clouds of dust, cold, drifting gas that gathers and gathers until gravity stirs it awake. It doesn't happen in a minute or an hour or even in a lifetime. It happens over millions of years. A star takes its time, and when it is ready, it shines. Not loudly, not suddenly, but with a long, patient glow, like a sigh from the universe itself. And once that star is alive, it lives for billions of years. Not dozens, not hundreds, billions. Long after civilizations have risen and fallen on distant planets, that star will still burn. Calm, steady, unbothered by the ticking we hold so tightly on Earth. This is the truth the cosmos shows us when we dare to look up. Time is not the same everywhere. While we measure life in years and decades, the universe moves in lifespans of stars. Our entire existence as a species is a blink in the eye of a galaxy, just a single flicker in the grand, glowing spiral of time. But does that make us small? No. It makes us part of something timeless, something peaceful. Close your eyes now and drift further. You're gliding slowly above a galaxy. Below you, hundreds of billions of stars swirl in silence. From this distance, it looks like a glowing sea. The spiral arms twirl ever so gently, like an ancient dance no one ever taught, but everyone somehow knows. Each point of light down there is a sun. Each sun, a clock. And yet, none of them are in a rush. They orbit calmly, slowly. One rotation of a galaxy's spiral arm can take...
And when a star finally reaches the end of its life, even that is not abrupt. Some fade quietly, some go out in brilliant explosions, supernovas that light up the galaxy. But even these moments of cosmic drama unfold across thousands of years. What seems like a flash to us is still slow to the universe. It makes you wonder, is our perception of time just too small? We measure our lives in days, in hours, in minutes. But what if we expanded our scale? What if we looked at our lives not as a collection of short moments, but as part of a much bigger story? Because when we zoom out, really zoom out, we begin to see something soft and stunning. Everything is always becoming. Just like the stars, we're in no rush. Just like galaxies, we are unfolding, growing, evolving, quietly. Yes, we have clocks on our walls and phones in our hands, but those are only tools. They are not the truth of time. The truth is slower, softer, larger, and the stars know this. So, as you lie here now, drifting in thought, feel your breathing slow again. Let it match the tempo of the galaxies. Inhale, exhale, like the tide of a star's life. Even your own body carries this rhythm. Did you know? The calcium in your bones was forged in ancient stars. The iron in your blood once lived inside a supernova. You are not separate from cosmic time. You are cosmic time, stretched into a human shape. Isn't that beautiful? So tonight, as the world quiets and your thoughts begin to soften, don't rush. Don't count. Just exist. Let your soul drift among the spiral arms of galaxies. Let your heartbeat echo the patient pulse of the stars. Because in this universe, nothing is truly late. Everything is simply on time. The stars are not rushing. The galaxies are not racing, and neither are you. You are right where you need to be, floating gently on the current of a much slower clock. And when a star finally reaches the end of its life, even that is not abrupt. Some fade quietly, some go out in brilliant explosions, supernovas that light up the galaxy. But even these moments of cosmic drama unfold across thousands of years. What seems like a flash to us is still slow to the universe. It makes you wonder, is our perception of time just too small? We measure our lives in days, in hours, in minutes. But what if we expanded our scale? What if we looked at our lives not as a collection of short moments, but as part of a much bigger story? Because when we zoom out, really zoom out, we begin to see something soft and stunning. Everything is always becoming. Just like the stars, we're in no rush. Just like galaxies, we are unfolding, growing, evolving, quietly. Yes, we have clocks on our walls and phones in our hands, but those are only tools. They are not the truth of time. The truth is slower, softer, larger, and the stars know this. So, as you lie here now, drifting in thought, feel your breathing slow again. Let it match the tempo of the galaxies. Inhale, exhale, like the tide of a star's life. Even your own body carries this rhythm. Did you know? The calcium in your bones was forged in ancient stars. The iron in your blood once lived inside a supernova. You are not separate from cosmic time. You are cosmic time, stretched into a human shape. Isn't that beautiful? So tonight, as the world quiets and your thoughts begin to soften, don't rush. Don't count. Just exist. Let your soul drift among the spiral arms of galaxies. Let your heartbeat echo the patient pulse of the stars. Because in this universe, nothing is truly late. Everything is simply on time. The stars are not rushing. The galaxies are not racing, and neither are you. You are right where you need to be, floating gently on the current of a much slower clock.
You're still floating, but now, not in the stars. You are drifting inward into the quiet space behind your eyes. The galaxies fade and a new landscape begins to glow. Your thoughts, your memories, your dreams. This too is a universe, and here time takes on an entirely different shape. In the outer cosmos, time bends with gravity and stretches with light. But inside the mind, it melts, it warps, it dances, and sometimes it disappears completely. Take a breath with me, softly, let it go. Now ask yourself, why is it that some moments in life feel like they last forever, and others, entire days even, vanish without a trace? You felt it before, haven't you? An afternoon with someone you love, and the hours stretch like honey. A single second of fear, and it freezes, becoming a slow-motion eternity. Or perhaps the blink of a busy week, and you wonder where it all went. This is the mind's clock. And unlike mechanical clocks or orbital rhythms, this one has no numbers, no gears. It measures not seconds, but significance. Let's explore this clock now, together, slowly, gently. Float into a memory, any memory, one that clings to you, soft and vivid, like a warm scarf in winter. Maybe it's from childhood, the smell of rain on pavement, the sound of a distant train passing as you lie in bed, or the sunlight catching someone's smile just right. You see? That moment may have lasted only seconds in real time, but in the landscape of your memory, it stretches, it lingers. It shines like starlight caught in a glass jar. The mind doesn't store time in rows and columns. It holds it in colors, emotions, sensations. Moments that touch us deeply, whether with love, wonder, joy, or even sorrow, are recorded more richly. Our brain tags them, highlights them, not because of how long they were, but because of how much they meant. And the rest? Well, most of life passes like a gentle breeze. Light, unnoticed, but still part of the air we breathe. This is why entire weeks can vanish, days filled with repetition, with stress, with background noise. They blur, they pass in a haze. Our mind, ever efficient, doesn't hold on to what it doesn't need. So we feel as though time is speeding up. But in truth, we're simply remembering less. Pause here for a moment. Let that thought settle, like dust falling in a sunbeam. Now, let's drift into another space, deeper still. Not memory, but dreams. Ah, yes. The realm where time becomes softest of all. Have you ever noticed how a dream... Let go! We're not bound by hours here, only by the rhythm of your wonder. And so we float, inside ourselves, inside time. Even when we're awake, something similar happens. We enter a state called flow, when we are so deeply present, so immersed in what we're doing, that time fades away. You might experience it while painting, or walking in nature, or listening to music that makes your chest feel open and weightless. Time, in those moments, becomes irrelevant. You're no longer watching the clock. You're no longer measuring life. You're living it. That is the deepest magic of the mind. It reminds us, quietly, kindly, that time is not always outside us. It is inside. It flows through us like a river, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes disappearing altogether in the stillness of now. So tonight, as you begin to feel your thoughts soften and your eyes grow heavy, know that your inner clock doesn't need to match the world's. You are not late. You are not early. You are simply here. And that is enough. Let your mind be a field, a quiet one, full of soft wind and slow sunlight. Let your thoughts move like clouds. Let your memories bloom like distant stars. You don't need to chase the seconds. You don't need to count the hours. Because the truest part of you, the part that feels time, already knows how to rest. So now, you're here. Not in the stars, not in memory, but in the quiet, mysterious space between waking and sleep. That gentle fade, that warm blur, that sacred silence just before dreaming begins. And the question rises like mist in your mind. Where does time go when we close our eyes? You lie still. The room is quiet. The clock ticks softly somewhere. You drift. And then it vanishes. One moment, you're aware of your breath. The next, you're in a forest that doesn't exist, or flying, or meeting people who've long since passed, or watching the sun rise in a place you've never seen before. Time in dreams is strange, unmapped, free. Sometimes you live whole lifetimes in a single nap. Other times, the night passes and you remember nothing, only the feeling of having been somewhere. And then you wake. The sun has risen, hours have passed. But where were you? And how did time move through that invisible door with you? Scientists have long studied this. They tell us that dreams happen during a phase called REM sleep, rapid eye. That these dream sequences, no matter how long they feel, usually last just a few minutes at most. But your mind doesn't know that. Because in sleep, you are unchained from the clock. There is no linear structure, no tick, tick, tick. Only the mind's theater, where past and future merge, where logic drifts, where stories rise and fall like waves. You might dream of being a child again, or of things that never happened, and still, they feel real. Because in that moment, time is not measured, it is felt. And feeling is timeless. Think about those moments when you've woken from a dream that felt like an entire story, rich with color, emotion, detail, and yet only 5 minutes had passed. How can that be? The answer lies in the mind's freedom. While your body sleeps, your brain continues to pulse with energy. It reshapes memory, it creates simulations. It floats through scenes, not seconds. And in doing so, it creates an experience of time, not a measurement. To the dreaming mind, an hour is not 60 minutes. It is a landscape, a chapter, a wave. Sometimes it's long, sometimes short. Sometimes it loops, sometimes it collapses. This is why some dreams feel eternal, as if you lived a lifetime in a single sliver of sleep.
And when you awaken, you're left not with the duration, but the essence of what happened, the emotion, the image, the residue of another world that doesn't obey clocks. So now, as you lie here, your breath slowing, your body sinking into the mattress, let go of time. Let it drift from your hands like grains of sand, like stars falling backward into the sea. There is no need to chase it here, no need to know what hour it is. This is your time, not for doing, but for being. Because when you sleep, you return to something older than memory, a rhythm beneath thought, a pulse within the silence. And it doesn't tick, it hums. It sings you inward, softly, lovingly, unrushed. Let yourself be carried. Let yourself dissolve into the timeless dreamscape, where no seconds pass, where no minutes matter, where you are only floating. Time, as you knew it, will return in the morning. But for now, just rest. Just breathe. Just be.
And so, we've traveled far. From the ancient rhythms of the earth, to Einstein's stretching universe, to the patient dance of galaxies, to the fragile memories inside the mind, and into the unmeasured dreams of sleep. But here, at the end of all those roads, there is only one place left to be. Here, this moment, this breath, this soft space where nothing needs to happen. Because in truth, now's is the only time that has ever existed. All else is thought. All else is memory or anticipation. Past and future live only in the mind. But now is what your body knows. Feel it, not with effort, but with ease. Your chest slowly rising, your jaw beginning to relax, your shoulders lowering just slightly, like petals folding inward. This moment doesn't ask for anything. You don't need to change it. You don't need to improve it. You are not late. You are not early. You are not behind or ahead. You are simply here. And this here, this exact place in time, is the only one that is real. The past, it has faded like footprints in mist. You can revisit it in memory, but you cannot stand in it. The future, it remains unborn, a horizon that recedes with every step forward. But now wraps around you like a soft blanket. It whispers, not in words, but in sensations. The air on your skin, the hum of distant silence, the rhythm of your heartbeat, slow and kind. It is only in now that peace exists. And it is only here, in this quiet awareness, that you are truly free. Let go, just a little more. Not of anything dramatic, just let go of trying. Let go of the idea that something else must happen. Let go of clocks, let go of schedules. Let go of everything except this breath and the one that comes after. There is no need to hold on to thoughts. Let them drift by like clouds. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to stop them. You are not your thoughts. You are the quiet space they pass through. And in that space, you are whole.
You are safe. You are enough. Here, in this timeless now, you do not need to become anything. You can just be. No pressure, no performance, just being.
This is the gift the moment gives us when we stop chasing time and allow ourselves to land. And the moment says, "Welcome, you're already home." Feel that word now, quietly. Home. Not a building, not a destination, but a state of presence. A return to the only place you have ever truly existed. Right here, right now. You might feel a soft warmth behind your eyes, or a heaviness in your limbs as sleep draws near. Let it come. Let it take you gently. You don't need to stay awake to be present. Even in sleep, the moment holds you. Because when you rest, you are not escaping time. You are becoming part of it. Breath by breath, drift into stillness. The stars are not rushing. The galaxies are not rushing. Even your dreams are in no hurry. So neither are you. Let everything else fade. Let time become soft, then quiet, then gone. There is nothing else you need to do, no other place you need to be. Only this breath, only this stillness, only now. you.